Wednesday on ESPN. It's the Lakers and the Timberwolves. LeBron James and Anthony Davis both expected to play big minutes tonight in preseason action here at Crypto.com Arena. NBA championship in the bubble. Missed the postseason a year ago. Hopes are high to get back to the playoffs. And LeBron James.
And he really wanted to talk about defensive rebounding. That's what he wants from his team, because the way they want to play, if they want to get out and rebound first, because that's going to create easy offensive opportunities.
Lonnie Walker with the floater are starting together. A lot of people were curious about. We'll see if that's how it goes in the regular
season. Everybody's just saying hello.
Walker at the elbow. Knocks it down. It's 9-3 Lakers. Anderson, another guy that can handle the ball. Russell's three is good. With the Lakers for a couple of years. Russell with a nice look, and in transition, Reed with the bat. So if there is a take foul where a defensive player just reaches around, tries to stop a fast break as Edwards hit. Richard, what do you think eventually when you pair one of the best offensive centers in the NBA with the premier rim protector in Rudy Gobert?
For the years, and I think that could be really beneficial because you can't double team it with Rudy Gobert sitting out there on that floor.
Walker hangs and finishes plus a 5.
His percentages get back up to what he's accustomed to.
Here's Russell on the drive and able to hit on connecting. Good block out that time for Walker. Here you see the tempo being pushed. Good look underneath, and the bucket from
Lakers last year. He was out there on the court, and with LeBron and AD missing so much time, I think those impacted his stuff. And
joined the team, getting some action. Only had one practice. Beverly with a takeaway. He's got James with him in transition, and LeBron with a throwdown. On the second unit, that they can be a really good offensive backcourt.
Yes, it was funny because so many people, when you would be like, hey, whether or not the Warriors can put it behind them and move forward.
Shot clock at 3. Nunn has to put it up. Tough shot, but it goes down for Kendrick Nunn.
But right now, the Lakers are still only 1 for 6 from 3.
And 1 for 7 after that miss. Oh, what a finish by Anthony Edwards. Just glides to the rim and then hangs in the air and finishes. Westbrook, great alley-oop. 75th anniversary team. Here's Forbes catch and shoot. That's what you're talking about right there.
Deliberate with everything he does.
Here's Schroeder. Leans in, tries to force that pass with 1 second to go, and Anthony Davis scores. And a lot of those coming obviously on the defensive end. McDaniels gets that one to fall from mid-range.
And you want to see it. You want to see it even from their #1 pick. You got to see it from everyone. And Anthony Davis, like to see that in a win with a winning season.
But he also didn't have in his defense LeBron James and Anthony. Yeah. But he also didn't have 2 guys that he's going to give the ball up to a lot, as we're seeing in this game tonight.
And see what they can contribute.
Empty possession there, a transition opportunity. Anthony Davis trailing, but Noel gets the layup. Neither Beverly nor Westbrook have scored, but they've impacted the game in other ways as James just toying with the defense.
Or they have the building blocks for a very, very talented future.
You take a Karl Anthony Towns that averages 20 points per game.
That team has the talent, the coaching, the depth, and the experience now to get. Are they still missing a few things? Yeah, they could use a 3-and-D as we see.
Some projections of San Antonio and Oklahoma City.
Yeah, those are a couple of teams that I think are on the Wembanyama. And we live in this NBA community. To see Wembanyama like towering over him is something I wasn't ready to see. Been able to keep that team afloat and make them extremely competitive with all of the injuries. So if they win more, I think very well he could win a 3rd MVP if they're the 1 seed.
In the first quarter, 8 points here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, the Lakers have missed 14 consecutive threes, so they go inside the arc and the follow. That ends a drought of 3 minutes for the Lakers without a field goal.
If you would have told me that Naz Reid would have 3 times more threes than the Lakers did.
But really good player. Last year, averaged 8 points per game. Came off the bench most of last season. Noel with a transition. Points, 5 of 7 shooting. Here in year 20, he'll turn 38 on December 30th. Good path. Talk a lot about LeBron chasing the scoring title. He's going to continue to climb the all-time assist list as Russell.
That they're 1 and done.
Yes.
So even their approach to that season is slow-mo with the quick steal.
And Russell gets 2 on the other end. And Anderson with the hands, but Good job by Westbrook to keep the play alive. Reeves, corner three. It's good.
And look, baseline drive, baseline drip, way to be in the corner, ready to shoot.
That ended a run of 16 consecutive missed threes for the Lakers. Nas
in these minutes are valuable for him.
5 seconds to go in the half. Reeves on the drive. Goes to the left hand, missed it. James with a tip. It's good. What a follow by Lebron.
Minnesota-Memphis series was great for both teams. I think Minnesota had multiple leads, multiple opportunities, but Memphis being the better.
Ends of the floor. Gets the block. James stripped on the other end by Edwards, but there's Beverly quickly to LeBron underneath for two.
Yeah. Me? Yeah,
the
really
shocking statement of the year.
Oh, I'm just saying, players grow up, they mature.
Lonnie Walker from get a piece of that Edwards shot. Edwards just 2 for 10. Westbrook pull-up jumper, knocks it down. Play at Sacramento Friday, and then they open the regular year at Golden State Tuesday night. Beverly on the drive.
You're 0 for 5, 0 for 6. Find your rhythm, find your timing.
Bodies hit the floor, leaves McDaniels wide open, and the three is good. James thought about it, now pulls the trigger, and it's good.
I understand, Jordan with the 6 rings, Kobe with the 5, and that is definitely a foul.
Strong and physical, and there's like probably 1% body fat, but looks like he's slimmed down maybe a little bit as well.
Yeah, he's. You got to do whatever you can.
Lakers head coach since 2012.
Well, part of that has to be with.
Maybe not this year, but maybe it's in the offseason.
Yeah, these preseason, these players are auditioning for 29 other teams. Every Heat organization where they do nothing but work at the ultimate professional level.
And the deep two is good. Knocked off Phoenix, which was in the NBA Finals 2 years ago.
There's a lot of depth. Obviously, I think Phoenix is in a little bit more disarray. Uncertainty about DeAndre Ayton. There's a lot of things that are going on that in the Phoenix. You see what's going on with Jay Crowder as night be open. We're not sure what we're going to get from Denver. Jamal Murray's going to be back. Hopefully this is the year that, he can kind of get himself rolling. Coming off the championship, they've got their drama to start the season.
Swider hits the three from the corner, the rookie from Syracuse. And then more on the other end. The postseason, the playoffs, they lost in the play-in to Minnesota. But Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were injured. Banked in 3. He was a second-round draft pick after 1 year with the Spartans. Here's Garza for 3. That's good. Each team with 1 preseason game remaining. The regular season starts on Tuesday. Garza, another one. Expected to play together in preseason action Friday against Brooklyn. That will be the first time in a preseason game that they've been on the floor. Goaltending, no call. Here's Swider, walks into a 3 and hits it.
It's amazing the type of energy
the coaches would want. But I'm sure some of the players would, right? It's another chance to shine and guard. Shot clock down to 4. Jones going to take the 3, and it's good.
At least good job of understanding the clock, and that there was no other place to go but put it up.
Moore leaves it for Garza underneath, and he hits the floater. Was an excellent offensive player at Iowa, National Player of the Year a couple years ago. He's got 15 points in 10 minutes. Christie. Moore gives it right back, and Pippen with the easy bucket on the other end.
To me, I had them as the best team in the Eastern Conference, so you're going to have them back, and there's just a lot of talent around this league.
To make it a 1-point game. Lakers win the tap, though. Christie drives, misses. Jones looked like he was going to throw down that dunk, but the rebound went off his fingertips. Minot.
Prospect was there with Wembanyama at 7-4, going 7 for 11 for three-point line. I'm telling you, it might get real interesting in that draft spot.
So you're saying he's the greatest prospect of all time?
That I have seen, that I have ever seen.
Better than